that a new kind of Jamaican star had arrived, one who could blend ska, soul, and the early rhythms that would later evolve into reggae. As Cliff climbed the ladder, so did his influence behind the scenes. In one of the most pivotal but often overlooked moments in Jamaican music history, he helped expose a young Bob Marley to the recording world. Cliff listened to Marley's early songs, recognized the spark in his voice, and urged Kong to give him a chance. Those first recordings put Marley on the map, a reminder that before Marley became the face of reggae, Cliff had already opened the door. Cliff's own international success arrived early and loudly. Long before Marley reached the global charts, Cliff was already placing Jamaican music on the world map. His song, Wonderful World, Beautiful People, climbed to number 6 on the UK singles chart, making him a major crossover sensation. Not only did it resonate in Britain, but it also broke into the US Billboard Hot 100, peaking at number 25, giving him one of the earliest reggae hits in America. That chart success came years before Bob Marley would make his own global breakthrough. Cliff's international breakthrough continued through a voice that was raw, emotional, and proudly Jamaican. Songs like Many Rivers to Cross and Vietnam spread Jamaican music to audiences who had never heard anything like it. He was not just a star at home. He was the first reggae artist to prove that Jamaican music could stand shoulder to shoulder with pop, soul, and rock on the world stage. Then came the turning point that changed everything. Cliff starred in The Harder They Come, playing Ivan, a rural dreamer crushed by the harsh realities of Kingston. The film became a worldwide cult classic, but its soundtrack, powered by Cliff's voice and writing, exploded far beyond cinema audiences. For many listeners across Europe and the United States, this soundtrack was their first real encounter with reggae. It cracked open markets from London to New York and lit the fuse that would push the genre into global consciousness. For decades afterward, Cliff remained creative and unpredictable. He blended genres, experimented with new sounds, and toured the world relentlessly. He earned awards, received Jamaica's highest honors, and continued pushing boundaries long after most artists would have stopped taking risks. Even as Marley's legend grew into a global symbol, Cliff's influence remained etched into reggae's DNA. Today, when fans talk about the rise of reggae as a world music force, Jimmy Cliff's name stands at the foundation. He was the spark before the flame, the superstar before superstardom, the artist who carried Jamaican music to the international charts before Bob Marley ever had his breakout moment. His story is not just a biography. It is the story of reggae learning to speak to the world and the world finally learning to listen.